expenditure. You know the crusade how I've struggled to get the president to stop these chartered jets. It was only yesterday that he flew commercial.
You're hoping he will continue?
And I had to commend him. I'm hoping he continues. At least yesterday he saved us 3.3 million Ghana cedis. Look, if you put all of these chartered aircrafts together, from May up to this point, Ghana has lost 25 million cedis. By conservative estimates, 25 million Ghana cedis. Imagine what 25 million Ghana cedis can do. So if you have...
How do you even get the figures? How do you do the calculation? How do you do the breakdown to arrive at these figures? How do we know that this is not something you're cooking up in your office?
Why will I cook? Have they been able to challenge anything I put out? Why will I cook? Look, the aviation industry is such a transparent industry. I always have my way of contacting the people, the company, Global Jet Luxembourg, and I will ask them, I need a quote. When I see the president's travel itinerary, I know what to ask them. So I want to travel from Accra to Brussels, to London, to Hamburg, to Guyana, back to Accra. How much will you charge me? The people are doing business. They are happy that they have been contacted by some person who has the means.
You should have tried one to Romania at least.
You
should have tried one to Romania just to be sure.
And you get your quote.
Just to be sure.
And you know that recently I received information because I'm in touch with them. I received information that hey, you are one of those who have been showing interest in the LXDIO, our most luxurious, aircraft. It's no longer $14,000 an hour. You've seen all the global economic conditions. Fuel prices have skyrocketed through the roof. And it's now $18,000 an hour. So, I mean, can you imagine? $18,000 an hour. That's what it is now. So, look, I do my checks. I do my due diligence. Since I started this in May, not one expose has been contradicted or challenged. Not one. When the president used the ACJ 320 Neo, that was from a different company called Aviation Acropolis. I put out all those details. I contacted them. You look, parliamentary oversight is sometimes like the work of an underground journalist or an investigative journalist, an undercover journalist who must, as it were, find ways. Because you have an executive that refuses to be transparent, refuses to be accountable. I filed a question for the defense minister. He came and tried to obfuscate. The finance minister came and said, I don't have, as of me, I only release money to the presidency. I don't know what they do with it. He chickened out. But when we asked him a question on free SHS, that one, though he releases money to the Ministry of Education, he had all the details. How much is sent to which number of secondary schools, how many students benefit. Also, that one, he had it. But he didn't have answers on the presidential charters. So fine. I then asked the National Security Minister. After many, many weeks, he comes and tells us that it's a national security matter. As I sit here as a member of parliament in the Republic of Ghana, I know the cost of flying Air Force One. US congressmen, they know. They even check, you know that with the United States of America, there's a presidential travel policy.
So that's transparency.
When you fly Air Force One and use it for unofficial business, you are made to reimburse. This is the world's wealthiest country.
And the latest development we're getting on this is that some persons have tried the route of using the RTI. Will you support that move? And
Absolutely.
Are you going to use that as well as a member of parliament?
Absolutely. They have contacted me. Indeed, the Honorable Manasseh Zuri has also tried that route. He hit a snag. They told him that it's a national security matter, and so they won't give him the answer.
So you're trying that as well?
So I have even considered, going to court and all of that. So it's not a matter that is ending. Remember,
you may go to court.
Yes.
You may go to court on the that's how serious you are about
very
this?
serious. Remember that my colleagues and I have also filed a private member's motion. We want to know what, first of all, warranted this reckless expenditure, this insensitive decision, and how much it has cost us in total. Because you see, I get the quote from the company, but the company always, if you become my very good friend, I'll show you some of the communication from the company. They always put there a disclaimer that this is not the total cost. This is what we will collect from you. But prepare to pay for example, parking. if you are going to land in Gatwick Airport,
you need to pay.
You pay Gatwick separate. Gatwick will charge you $12,000 just for parking. Then every hour, you pay Gatwick separate. Then there are other taxes that you pay. If you are going to keep the 7-member crew, the pilot and the crew, there are 2 pilots. Their hotel bills, their per diem. It's all separate.
But some have
said, when I hear people keep asking that, but Honorable Okudzeto, you seem to know the figures. You are putting figures out. So why are you asking government? It's because of this. There are other incidentals. I'm only putting out the quote from the company, if you charter the aircraft. But that is not all. There are other incidentals. And that is why we are interested in the full cost. Because, you see, every parliament, the constitution is clear. That is why when they come to parliament to seek approval for budgetary expenses for an ensuing year, they must first justify the amount of money we released to them for the previous year. How did they spend it? That is why we have always known the cost of presidential travel. 2019, we knew it was 69 million from January to September. Suddenly, we are told that presidential travel is a national security matter we cannot know as a parliament. Just because you have been exposed. They didn't expect us to just catch them pants down red-handed, engaging in such reckless profligacy.
Right. So if that fails, you'll be going to court as you're indicating.
Absolutely, absolutely.